Legend of Total War here with part 3 of my Total War Rome 2 Empire Divided Let's Play campaign as the Alani. Right, so previously we started off in not a great position, but things have had turned completely around. We smashed the Herulia, whatever the fuck they were called. We smashed the Bosporo, taken all their territory. They did take Phasis because it was undefended, but we've caught them now. This is their last rat hole, and we're going to slaughter them. So you come over here. In addition to that, we finally have a person that we can manage, and so everything is just much better now. So you come over here. So the bounce power is majorly in my favour, but I mean we could auto-resolve this. But should we? That's the question. No, we'll fight this manually, but we'll probably soon start leaning towards auto-resolving battles like that, where it's just like, we don't need to fight it. Because don't forget, we don't have any other wars to go to straight after this. So we'll have time to replenish, especially considering his replenishment rate is extremely high. And now that the wars will be over, it gives us some time to consolidate the territories, develop our economy, and rethink about how we're forming our armies up. So yeah, you guys go in then and just shoot the crap out of them. They're probably all cramped in there. Oh yeah, still more guys coming. And there's those. What are they doing? Yeah, they're going to come out. Okay, so you should probably just hang out over there for the time being. Let the horse archers do their thing to begin with. Didn't even have a look at what units they were getting. It's probably just all hillmen that they were recruiting. How much armor does each of them have? 22. Cool. I think when we get the next upgrade, it'll bring them to 24. Which is pretty good. Their base ammunition is 15. However, because of the faction trait, you get a bonus 25% for all archers. They went up to 19. So 15, 19, extra 4 ammunition. So I don't know. Maybe they'll only go up to 23. Hard to say. There's no text for us to gain additional ammunition, but there is text to gain us missile damage. I suppose that's just as good, although sometimes I prefer extra ammunition, because a lot of the units that you end up shooting are just weak anyway. But then again, that'll really help us if we go up against elite units with high health. Kill them quicker. They've been hiring some mercenaries. I guess they're desperate for victory. It can be very difficult managing this many horse archers. Like I said, I need to reform my armies. Especially now that essentially things are secure. Well, once this battle's over. What are you doing? Move back. Shoot more of my own bloody units there. They tanked a lot of our shots, but that's the majority of their balance of power right there. Okay, a lot of other units over here we've got to kill. It's mostly just helmet. Very easy to kill. No problem. Also, as we continue to get army legacies, we'll continue focusing primarily, I think, on horse archers. Well, just cavalry in general. Like I said, part of the restriction of this campaign, no infantry. Although it would be more difficult to be like... Actually, no, it wouldn't. I'm sure there's some people like, it'd be more difficult if you just went all infantry. I'd be like, no, because they just auto-resolve every battle. Also, don't take the fact that I'm doing like a minor challenge, it's not even really a challenge, as an opportunity for you guys to like start suggesting challenges again. I can't stress it enough how many times I gotta say, don't suggest a challenge, ever, because I get dozens of people messaging me all the damn time, saying, hey Legend, I'd really enjoy it if you did this, or I'd really enjoy it if you did that. It's like, how many times I gotta tell you guys, don't do it. I just don't want you to waste your time, okay? Because I just ignore them. Honestly, if you send me a message on Facebook being like, I challenge you to do this or anything like that, you're just not going to get a response from me. I'm not going to argue with you or anything. So I'm just telling you, stop doing this. Save yourself some effort. I mean, some people be like, stop complaining about these things. Is it really such a big deal when people give you a suggestion? No, it's not. But I've told people it's futile and that they still do it anyway. I'm just like, I'm trying to help you. What? You're just wasting your time. And to some extent, wasting my time, because I gotta read it. Time is precious. It's the only true resource we have. I should say the most important resource that we have. So this unit here is taking some damage, but if it goes into the red, we just pull it out of the combat. We're getting pretty close to that red line there. Where'd the enemy general go? If I went charging in there, we'd lose a lot of men. Although, obviously, the slingers won't put up much of a fight. There's the navy. Alright, we need to start rotating around this way. Get out from the red line. Getting around their back even. So just make our way around them. Still got a decent number of ammunition. Decent amount. Try and steer clear of them. Don't get too close. And good, we got out from the red line. But, oh, there he is. Alright, well, fuck fighting them. Let's go kill the enemy general. Because that'll make it a lot easier to shatter them. And our ammunition will count for more against them than, you know, this trash. Just have to hope they don't go over that way. Another thing is that these guys don't have shields. And shields make... well, actually they kind of do on their back. Who did? I thought I saw one of them have a shield. Oh, this one did. That doesn't matter. Which actually makes them very vulnerable to getting shot.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Oh, will you just die already? Wait, where is he? Well, whatever. Okay, so some of these units have run out of ammo. Just take them out of the group. See, I find managing, like, just switching unit cards around like that so much easier than rigid control groups. That's always what works for me, just managing things around like that. Very way I hated Empire Total War's unit card managing. Very rigid. This is so much more flexible in my opinion. Okay, we just used up a hell of a lot more ammo. Battle shouldn't last that much longer. Those slingers are causing me some problems, that's for sure. I gotta stay further back. Alright, let's bring in these guys now. These slingers aren't well protected. We just charge into their rear. Get rid of them. The amount of damage here is negligible. Let's speed this up. Can even charge them in if I really wanted to. Maybe I will actually. Because we've got them completely surrounded. If we charge in there, they'll just rout. Their general's gone. Dead or not, he's gone. You guys cease firing, charge in.
The battle is turning in our favor.
There you go, big old massive war sandwich, and they've had enough. Well, that 476 sure beats 60%, or 40% losses, which would have been roughly around 1,000 men. But as long as we didn't lose any battalions, it doesn't really matter. We still need to go over there and take that rebel settlement. I've been forgetting about that. Okay, we could sack and occupy it. Yeah, I think that would be best. And then we get another battle out of it as well. Easier to resolve. So I guess we didn't kill that general, but he's far too weak to capture any settlements. So they're as good as gone. Good, we just need to make our way over to Cavalry. Okay, so these guys here, I only needed them for a particular purpose, which is now... We don't need it for that purpose. They need to come over here now and recruit a new army. Because we've got the money now to have a second stack. Alright, so campaign movement range is very important. But what about that weapon damage? What else is here? Look at this, another bit of campaign movement range stuff. Nomadic Horde. Reduces the cost of cavalry recruitment. That doesn't really concern me too much. Because this provides charge bonus. That's also very useful. What else have we got here? Not going to be using infantry, so that's pointless. That's also quite useful. Wish I could see what this leads to. Alright, I'm going to go with this. I mean, it's the same amount of campaign movement range. So yeah, we'll just go for that. And he should, by himself, be able to take the settlement on down here. So good. He'll replenish over time, he'll be fine. Alright, so this has got to go. Finally got a bit of money together now. These need to be converted. Just thinking, if we hired another champion over here, we could maintain public order, or even over here. Those Gothi, I think they're the next people I'll hit. I'll keep a secure border. I want to try and keep friendship with the Eastern, with Armenia. I just need to make sure, because these guys here hate Easterners, and they're an Easterner, so we don't want any treaties with them. Well, it's only -2. It's not that big of a deal. Cool, we've got that under control. There's also some text in here that'll help us maintain control over it even more. And by doing that, we should basically guarantee no revolt. You'll stay with him now. Help us reduce those costs. Good stuff. Moving on. Good, so we're entering a period of time in the campaign where it's peacetime, have a bit of relax, build up our 3 provinces, although one of the provinces we don't have hold completely. Actually, it might be an idea to see if we can confederate with those guys. Protection from... Yep, that's fine. Ship support. Yeah, allow the trade, it's fine. So first things first, get the public order. Actually, I think public order here is going to be fine. How about we go with the food? So, looking at this now, there's 0% risk of party to secede. We actually need to conquer more settlements to make these guys happy. I'm more than happy to oblige. No problem there. You can stay on me in regard to that. I'll continue conquering. That's what I said. We want to get someone whose political views align with mine. That was the main thing. So we'll be able to get down there next turn. It's just, if we stay in the region, we'll maintain a lot more public order.
Ready for orders. I want hourly patrols.
So before we start recruiting a new army, it might be best to invest a little bit of that money first. What was I going to do? We were going to get another champion. Actually, this is under control here. Let's see if we can tax it. Yeah, see, there's still a lot of things here that need converting. Okay, the public order here is good. So I need... Actually, I still need the bread and games, even if just for the food. Oh, I'm so stupid. These guys here are going to fucking take this settlement if I don't leave someone there. That'll ensure that they can't, because there's no defenses here. Okay, a little bit of banditry here, so we're actually losing some of the food. Right. So, I think there's some things in here that we can do to reduce banditry. The Sanctuary of... No, not this one. The Sanctuary of... I can't pronounce that. -5 local province. Eh. What other things can we possibly build? Yeah, these things cause extra banditry. There's a bunch of techs in here that, if I could just find them, that reduce banditry. Yeah, this one here. That's -10. That's -15 in total. That might be all we can do. Oh well, I'll have to figure it out as we go. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, wealth from all commerce, even though we probably don't make any money from commerce, but it causes squalor for 5 turns. It's not a big deal. Okay, so what did I just finish? Research, focus on husbandry. Which one's that? Good, so that gave us a little bit of extra food. Let me just have a look at this. It's hard to tell what exactly extra food we got. So it says plus 5 food from all livestock buildings. What's the livestock building exactly? See, it says here plus 60 extra wealth from livestock. So that must mean it's a livestock building, right? So where's that extra food? I gotta wonder if that's bugged. Because I was relying on that. It would be good if it would actually show up on this, because you know, it still says 4 food. I don't know, maybe it'll show up next turn. It could feel as a breakdown as well of the food. It just says food. Okay, it doesn't matter. Alright, so yeah, reducing corruption and... I mean, corruption's not a big deal, but banditry is going to start to become a problem. Let's head down here. We've got to get that public order. That's very important. That's also very important. Everything's goddamn important. It doesn't seem that dangerous. I have to fight it manually though. Like I've said before, cavalry don't perform well in auto resolve. So what I'll need to do is take 4 of these units and hand them over to a different army. And we'll need to replace... We need to get some heavy lancers. Because I want 9... Oh shit. That doesn't matter. I want 9 heavy lancers and 10... Basically half-half. Half horse archers, half lancers. Or just more like heavy cavalry. Really heavy fighters.
Get running!
So yeah, these guys coming out to fight us, so that's fine. The cavalry's easy to deal with. These guys are really good at dealing with cavalry. Oh, legend. They're not guys, they're girls. I know. But, whatever. I'm so used to saying guys.
Get running! Warriors, move out!
Oh, come on. Don't get caught by Eastern Armored Cavalry. Don't get caught.
Run!
Good. So far, so good.
Warriors, move out!
Come on, you're supposed to be way faster than them. It's because they're charging, that's the problem.
Get running!
You stupid bitch.
Amazonian riders!
Oh man, they're coming like bloody crazy at us here.
Warriors ready!
Get back over there.
Our aim! Warriors ready! Warriors!
Fucking relentless. Come on, would you just do as you're damn told? Fucking hell, I'm trying to keep you bitches alive.
Kill them all! Battle ready! The gods guide our show! Amazonian riders!
You're gonna have to go around this way. Oh shit.
Battle ready and
I'll be back up with her again later. Okay, how long till we're at the edge? We've still got a bit of room to move.
Amazonian riders!
Okay, our damage isn't so bad. It's more a case of like if they ever catch us, it's gonna, as in seriously catch us, it's gonna cause us a lot of damage.
Battle ready! Riders! Warriors eager for
I think I may need that tech that's gonna increase my cavalry movement speed.
Our general is under attack.
Oh shit! What the hell? What's going on over here? Huh? So our general's under attack. None of them are over here. So what the hell? Okay, all their cavalry's gone now. Okay, you can come back as well. Right, that's the worst of it.
Warriors, move out! Get running! Run, curse you! Warriors, move out!
Eastern Axe warriors, yeah, they got shields.
Run, curse you!
Right, let's speed this up. Should set the balance of powers in our favor very soon. We're taking a bit of damage, but we'll be fine. I'm not saying bounce powers enough. Oh shit, I am taking a lot of damage.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Alright, these two here need to get the hell out of there.
One of our units has used all its ammunition. One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Alright, you still got ammo.
One of our units has used all its ammunition. One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Okay, now you're out of ammo.
The battle is turning in our favor.
Yeah, about time. It's funny how when auto
One of
resolve
our units has used all
goes
its
into
ammunition.
effect, all of these guys take damage, but whenever I fight a battle, it's the bloody horse archers.
One of our units has
It's
used
just
all
because
its
of the way
ammunition.
I say fight with them. Alright, that's enough of that. You guys come in here and finish the job. We never actually killed their general. I've still got a few shots left, I'm enough to kill him. Okay, if we just go near him, he should break. Hang on, what does Whistling Shot do? Yeah. Good. Those rebels actually did me a big favour by just holding on to it for as long as they did, but I'll be taking it back now. I guess there's no harm in sacking it first. Yeah, just let that repair on its own. Alright, now. Public order here is not great, but that's of course due to the conquest penalty. It's all going to go away soon. Alright, what do we need? I'd say food is probably what we need the most.
Thirsty for battle.
And now we have no one we're at war with. So the Dahe, they're expanding. That's good to see. I don't want them to get wiped out. So these guys here, can we get the Confederation going?
We will talk and then we will feast until our guts rumble and our backsides ache.
I guess we need to become way more powerful than them. Alright, these guys still aren't dead yet. So I want to see who hates me. The Gothi hates me. Armenia. How strong are they compared to me? They're considered very strong, but they're at war with Lydia, Palmyra. Okay. They've absolutely destroyed Palmyra. Might be a good idea to have good relations with them.
I will do you the honor of...
Then again, they're a satrap of that. So they won't step outside their bounds. I hope. Alright, so upgrading this will cause a little bit of squalor. Why is there already squalor here? Oh, because of exotic animals. It's okay. Yep, extra public order for all the regions. That'll certainly help. And there we go. That'll be it completely converted. And local traditions of Eastern, and that's about it. So you just stay there for the time being. And let's move on. None of this stuff is really needed. I guess extra zeal might help. Right, moving on. I just need him to maintain public order, that's it. Okay, cool. As long as, look, this only matters if plague happens, and we can see here it's a pretty small chance of it actually occurring. Not to say that it won't occur, but I mean, this is why we've built up this as well, for extra sanitation. If I build that, it costs food. We're pretty good with the food at the moment, plus 8% replenishment. So who are we going to find next? I mean, the Gothi seem like an obvious choice. They're at war with Lydia and Rome. Alright, we'll go after them. We've got to get him over there first. Alright, so let me just see. Force march, does that make any difference at all? Barely any. But he kind of needs to stay here for public order, so just move over this way. Just slowly make your way up here.
To the halls of heroes!
Good. That way I can disband. I should have done this ages ago, but I can disband him so we can save us some more money. And that's them gone. Hopefully they never come back. Should have gotten this. So that'll give him extra gravitas per turn. Did he just change his looks? Ah, right. That's why the public order was going down so much, because they were raiding. Good, with that gone, that'll help. Still devastation, but it's repairing on its own over time. If I build this, it will cause a little bit of squalor, but the sanitation here is good. But it will also provide public order. And money. I think we can afford it. So what's even available to be recruited here? So we've got armored steppe lancers. Let's have a look at the what's essentially available to us. The noble steppe lancers. Hang on. Unlocks recruitment of noble steppe cataphracts. So let's have a look at them. So these are what's it called? Steppe cataphract archers. That's not what I'm looking for. What I want for my horse archers is the Alani noble women. Let's compare that compared to what we're currently using. So missile damage 40, range 150. Oh, whoops, go back. Compared to missile damage, it's the same. Okay, same amount of ammunition. Melee attack 7, weapon damage 24, melee defense 2. Compare that to noble women. Melee attack 30, weapon damage 34. Melee defense 3. So the melee defense is pretty shit. What's the charge bonus? Charge bonus of 15 compared to charge bonus of 4. Health 65 compared to health 70. Base morale 60. Armor 35 compared to armor 10. Base morale 40. So yeah, definitely a better unit. Upkeep cost 130 compared to 90. So it's not that much extra. Alright, now, in terms of like elite cavalry, what are we going to eventually lead to? Because I just like to keep it simple as possible. No point having like bits and pieces of units, because that way I can merge them wherever I need to, if I need to. Okay, so the noble steppe cataphracts, they're the most expensive, or the Alani royal horse. We don't want those. I mean, they're good for melee as well. I mean, look how much health they have. They just don't have as much range as the women. But they're also more expensive. Significantly so, yeah. Okay, so Alani Royal Horse, 49 to 46. Weapon damage is... This one's got more. I think this one here, they're melee troops. This is shock troops. Charge bonus 80, charge bonus 43. I think I'd go with the Noble Steppe Cataphracts because... Yeah, you'd want to be able to cycle charge. Okay. Yeah. So it's good to sort of start planning out what our army is going to look like. They're going to be pretty simple. Just one unit type of archers, one unit type of melee cavalry. The archers go in, thin them out, then the charge happens and just rolls over the enemy. That's the plan, at least. Okay, we don't have any more money. Alright, let's move on. Yeah.
The gods have been kind. No warrior likes standing alone in battle.
Yes, I
Should
think that
we
will be
not
good.
sword
Oh,
brothers
you're losing.
And what's for each other? Now we have talked.
Might be an idea to try and get a confederation with them. It's alright. Okay, so if they're falling,
Greetings, friend.
this is the wrong one. Let
I've
me just
called
check.
for good ale to ease your throat and...
Let me just see if I can get a military alliance with them.
Welcome. We will talk and then we will feast until our guts rumble and our
Okay, so these guys here, they're fairly weak.
good and noble friend.
They're
What an
willing to
honor
confederate.
you to us. Come, speak so that the
Now,
spirits can
if
hear
we
your
took this
words.
province here off them, will we be able to maintain it? Because it's only a minor settlement. They end up losing. Should have confederated last turn before they lost it. Bactria took it. I tell you what, if they can take aggro back, then I'll confederate with them. Otherwise, I don't really want to border these guys. It doesn't really matter that much if we don't have it. It's more important to secure the frontier, secure our borders. I'm sure the region's not that wealthy anyway. Here we go. This is what I'm looking for. Reduce those upkeep costs. Oh, that's delicious. Nothing more that I like than cheap troops. Alright, let's how are we going here with public order? Not great. Still, he needs to leave the region. We've got to get moving out that way. So, -7. What's the goddamn problem? So, it's provincial instability, -1 per turn. Slaves, a little bit of a problem. Taxes, cultural differences, devastation. Okay, what we do then? It's not going to fix the problem, but it'll be a good start. None of these guys have bonus to public order. Get them to deploy. That should knock it down to 4. Now, in addition to that, it's time we hired a spy. We'll send it over here to the frontier and start getting some intel on what we're going to be up against. If there's any enemies, you know, getting this leveled up. How old is it? 17. Any cutting? Yeah. We just want to make it as much as possible able to. Yeah, that'll be good. Yeah, once it gets level 10, it'll basically be a force to be reckoned with just on its own right. It's good, we're making good coin. We certainly could afford another army, but like I said, we're reinvesting it into the regions. We're not at war with anyone at the moment, and if we need to levy an army, we can do so very quickly. Okay, good. With him there, public order will come under control. Good. Of course, we'd move much faster without him, but we'll be fine. Okay, might even hire another spy. Because we can have two. They don't have upkeep cost problems. And there goes pretty much all of our money. Cool, let's not forget about him. I think I forgot about him last turn. Yeah, the politics of everything is under control. The expansionism is going to go down soon, but when that happens, the loyalty will just go down to 0. I mean, there's no risk at the moment, and plus I can always just secure loyalty. We don't need to do it right now. Right, moving on. I may need to start heading towards the tech that's going to provide extra loyalty to the to these guys. So military access. Sure. Plague in Fangoria. Damn. Won't last forever, but the plague will cause. Where is it? Okay, there it is. Wealth from all sources, reduced public order, -10. Well, it is still under control.
Fleet ready.
So it looks like these guys' armies, they're all somewhere else, which is perfect. I'll just go in there, snatch these 2 regions, and then get a moderate peace treaty with them or something. I mean, we could continue to expand it that way, but I don't know if I want to. If I was to sabotage this stuff, this is a good way for us to level up our agents. You. And get you some cunning as well. Good. Alright, so what are we're heading towards? This is going to reduce banditry. Plus 20 loyalty for all political parties. Shouldn't take us too long to get to there. Alright, let's do that. I'll probably end up forgetting about it, but it's not a big deal right now. Yeah. Oh, we're good. Good, this is all under control. Alright, what else do you need? Convert this and then the whole province is converted to our culture. Okay, now there's another agent that we can hire, although it's not going to be able to do much for us right now. By attaching it to the army now, what that'll do is start leveling up this agent. Doesn't cost any upkeep costs, so it's not a big deal. Oh, of course, that's why we didn't see the food go up much, because I've only got one of these livestock buildings. Of course. I don't want plague problems. But we're okay. The next load of growth should be coming soon, so I'm keen to see exactly how much food this is going to increase by. I need to keep an eye on that, whether it goes up by 5 or 9. No, 5 or 10. Because it's a livestock building. Like I said, it doesn't make it very clear. Okay. He's basically just a big punching bag. Or I should say a small punching bag. Okay, so these guys over here, how are they doing?
We have need of talk.
They're not going to survive much longer. They seem doomed. Well, oh well. If I was to confederate with them, it'll only bring me problems. And we've got glorious conquest over here to do, which is completely undefended. It's right for the taking. We're in a perfect position now. Completely stable kingdom to go take him out. Look at that money go up. Now we're talking. Alright, so where are we going to hit?
Ready for battle.
We can hit either one of them.
Comes on the move. Sabotage.
While we're wealthy, it's a good opportunity for us to level up our agents. these guys will... They'll essentially count as an army, because if I'm ever under a huge amount of pressure again, we can use these guys to completely hinder the enemy armies, provided, of course, they're high level. If we hit this one first, we can then make our way to Olbia, and then this way. Otherwise, we got to backtrack a lot further from Melgunov. So let's have a look at Gothi. Why do they not hate us? That's weird. Okay, so Lydia. I don't think we've met them yet. Oh, yes, we have. Client State of Rome. Alright, let's offer trade.
On behalf of the Senate, and give
oh, wait, they're Roman. So I can't trade with them. If I was to join the war against Gothi... yeah, I don't know.
Roman.
Just want to resolve this, I think.
Down the Willis Gate.
There's nothing here, so I might as well raise it. Ah, no, just occupy it. We don't need the money now. We're good. Instead, focus on public order. Oh, which... they're very cultural or something. Oh, whatever. Alright, so I want food here.
How can I assist you?
It's level 8 now. How's our corruption? It's at 9.4%. Like, it's not a lot, but it's going to start becoming a problem as we continue to expand. I mean, this will make our soldiers so much... no, not that one. Soldiers so much better. Extra 8% ammunition, 4% replenishment, extra armor. He still gets 2 more levels up for anti-corruption. I might need you to come over here, although it seems to be, for the most part, under control. So yeah, keeping an eye on this, because I want to know how much the wealth increases by. Not the wealth, the food increases by. Actually, I think I'd rather get the research rate going at the moment. And again, that provides money. Need money. All good. Oh wait, one last thing. You attach yourself here. Don't have any money for it, but we'll just do it next time. It's not a big deal. Good, he's happy about conquering settlement. So every time we conquer a settlement, it gives us plus 10 loyalty from them. So yeah, everything's just worked out. Everything that we did, killing all of those other guys, it all became worth it in the end. Yeah, see, Bactria killed those other guys off. They're gone. Oh well. Okay, so these guys over here, how threatened do they feel? Do they want to confederate?
I look forward to your wisdom, but I trust you.
Yeah, they always want a confederation when it's too late. Okay, we now border the Buri.
Greetings.
These guys are
Now
Germanic.
speak plainly, for we are an honest folk and value honesty.
So the Gothi took a pretty big chunk out of Dacia as well. It's great. It's always good to attack someone who's busy somewhere else. I mean, that's what the AI usually does to me. Okay, we'll need you to look what's going on at Petrodava. Looking good. You come down here, sabotage them, because it's just a great opportunity to gain experience. Bitch. Oh well. Still gains experience, just not as much. Just occupy it.
Ready for orders.
No, I don't want that. That can be converted. I've got growth to spend now. I'd probably do it here, but I'm out of money. Oh shit, I just realised. We've got to use some of this for political actions. This is not urgent. Okay, so that's got one turn left. What else is under construction, food-wise? That's going to finish next turn. I need to know. That's the only thing. So we need to know how much this is going to go up by. Okay, so political actions. You raped the camel. Okay, so looking good here. We can also embezzle funds, but I wouldn't want to do that at the cost of influence. Not worth it. We've got our funds under control. Okay, I've actually still got some money. Ah, there they are. But that's not anywhere even close enough soldiers to deal with this. We'd crush them. Alright, moving on.
The gods shower me with blessings.
The Roxolani, aren't they like a nomadic? Okay, so let's have a look here. Omen of... that provides loyalty. That provides campaign movement range and replenishment. I don't know what that does. Let's have a go with this. So the Roxolani. Okay, so the Roxolani of our blood.
Sit, friend, and let us talk.
They like us, but we can't establish a trade route with them just yet.
Do not attempt to sweeten truth with hot.
Nope. Okay. So we'll kill them and then make our way over to Petrodava. But before we do that, I want you to sabotage it. Because we've got good money now, and I need you to continue to get better.
Thirsty for battle. Kill!
Easy victory, don't need to fight it manually. Not spread out evenly.
Sword and shield to my people. Ready for orders. Warriors all.
Provides extra campaign move range for accompanying general. I'll take that.
Come, sit, kill the cowards.
It doesn't really bother me too much if some of these units get wiped out. Which happened.
Starting out.
Actually, I should probably be a bit more careful.
How can I help?
I'll just replace it with some basic horse archers for the time being. When it comes to auto-resolve, you're sometimes better off just spamming one unit type, because that way all the casualties get spread out pretty evenly. Which of course we hadn't done with that army, but that's okay. So what's going on with these guys now? They're not at war with anyone.
Good and noble friend.
It's basically just 100 a turn, just to make sure this guy never has any influence at all. And that's 100, it's nothing. Okay, what to do next? Okay, we've got to remember to keep up our agent actions, because they need to level up. It's good for them. Public order here is being maintained, that's excellent. Oh shit, food. It went up by 6. What? How could it have gone up by 6? So it went from 22 to 28. It doesn't make sense. It's like this tech here. Which one was it? This one. It doesn't make sense. Plus 5 food from all livestock buildings. Doesn't make sense. I mean, yeah, we only need one of them to have that. The rest is for money and food. Okay, we're out of cash. Got it all under control though. Yeah, moving on.
Oh, Father be praised. How can I help?
Probably should have fought those guys manually. I wouldn't have taken very much damage. I don't know, part of me is thinking we could just go like White Hun this and just go all Amazonian archers. We totally could do that. Oh, okay, that's different. That doesn't matter. What's this? The Buri. Why are they on? Because they don't like what I'm doing with the Gothi. They like the Gothi.
I welcome you, worthy speaker.
Okay, this is where spies come in handy. You come up here and be like, sabotage the crap out of him, so that he just has to go home.
I am the knife.
Should check out over here, make sure we're not going to walk into a trap. Oh, yeah, movement.
All Father be praised. We take this settlement for the tribe.
We don't really need to lose anymore. We're good for money. Best we keep it all under control. Don't want this. Convert. No, convert. And that's still of our culture, so that's good. Now, can we establish trade link with them? Now we can. Good.
Welcome. We will talk
hell's wrong
and then
with
we
you?
will feast until our guts rumble and our backsides ache from overuse.
It's like, they like me. They're probably not even trading with anyone. I'm not paying them that much money. Very friendly. What about
My
Confederation?
friend,
Nope.
be
Whatever, we'll figure something out with them. They got 2 regions. Alright, so what about these guys up here? I need to know what they're doing. No wars? Good. Because they act as a buffer state between me and Bactria. $33 food now. Food's going up nicely, but it will be spent in time. A lot of extra money can be had from that, but, you know, squalor's going up. That's why we need the growth. Okay, looking good. One thing we forgot to do. And he's still happy. Okay, cool. Moving on. Oh, motherfucker. There's a lot of troops down there. The Kurthi have sent pretty much everything they've got at us. Yeah, seek to conquer the world. Maybe that was the one that I thought about with that provides movement, range, and replenishment. Okay, if you can come down here and sabotage them. And if you can come down here and kill them, these guys here won't be able to make any attacks, even if they're on only half sabotaged. Better succeed. Good. That's why we need to level these guys up. You'll never make it back here in time. You just continue to sabotage this. I'm happy to invest into my spies for the time being. I want to get them as high leveled up as possible. I believe I was researching something towards... I don't even remember now. Was it this? That's it. Extra loyalty for all political parties. Good. This will need to be fought manually. Like I've said before, they just don't perform well in auto resolve, but we're gonna crush them. Oh, trees. I don't fucking like trees. They get in my goddamn way. Okay, yeah, definitely don't stand on this side of them here. So these guys here, just hang back. Excuse me. Alright, just get some shots off on them. And they're like, what the fuck? And now they're in berserk mode. So I was gonna research that tech for extra movement, didn't I? Well, I've got to research everything. All takes time. So we got 23 ammunition now, not 24. Yeah, I would have liked 24. I think this is the most that we can get.
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
Do try not to shoot each other. Okay, well that's one unit down.
Warriors, move out!
Our hidden units have been discovered.
stay well back. Don't get involved with this just yet.
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
Salvation Light Cavalry. Now we're doing pretty well. They didn't catch us. Good sight on them because of the goddamn trees are in the way.
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
Another thing I'll say about the newer Total Wars, especially starting from like Shogun 2, is that the camera controls are very nice. Medieval 2's camera controls, not as good. So in some ways, you know, the newer Total Wars do improve the series. It's just campaign mechanics. If the newer Total Wars could just equal the campaign mechanics of like Medieval 2, it'd be such a good game. My god. I think we've taken all their cavalry except for their general, who's, you know, going to hang at the back. Why aren't you guys shooting? Oh, here comes the general. I thought he was going to hang at the back. No problem. Just shoot the crap out of him.
The enemy general
Good.
is dead.
I do notice in this that killing the enemy general really doesn't have a big impact on morale. I kind of liked it better in Attila. The way, like, you kill the enemy general, it just completely ruins the army. It's like, no cohesion left. Because as you kill the enemy army, they're like, eh, they don't even care. They're like, fuck the general. Which I think is a bit ahistorical. Because, like, oftentimes the general, the battle could be being won. The general gets killed, and it's just like, soldiers don't care. The guy who's telling us to kill everyone, he died. Fuck him, let's go home.
Riders!
You think these soldiers give a shit about who owns what land? They don't give a fuck. Especially low-level units. You know, you could sort of like expect that from like disciplined elites, but from like spear levy, they'd be like, well, the general's dead. Let's just fucking go home. What's he gonna do to us? He's dead. I'm not dying here today.
Run! Curse you!
Speed it up. Okay, should almost be done. It's about half their army left, but of course we don't have to kill every last one of them.
Our hidden units have been discovered. One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Okay, we're actually pretty damn low on ammo. But we should be able to go into melee with this, as long as we surround them. And they'll just break. Most of them are just missile units left now.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Alright, let's get ready to surround them. I just need these guys to come around this side.
Our hidden units have been discovered.
Let's force them into skirmish mode. Okay, everyone cease firing. It's time.
Our hidden units have been discovered.
Battle ready and eager! Battle ready!
The battle is turning in our favor.
Battle!
Yeah, make sure they all die. Did anyone go after those other guys that went up this way? Alright. They also run down units a lot better in this game than they do in like Warhammer. In Warhammer, it's like a unit of basic units runs off. You send cavalry after them, and they basically just escort them
Our
off the
hidden
battlefield.
units have been discovered.
Another reason why I don't bother with cavalry very much in Total Warhammer. Part of the main greatness of cavalry is the ability to run down units that aren't fighting back.
Sword and shield to my people.
Alright, so clearly we need some replenishment, but we've disabled these guys from being able to attack. Because they can't attack whilst in force march, and if they go in standard move, they lose all their movement.
Ready. Kill the cowards! Is there nothing else? Ready for orders.
Okay, so I can't level that up anymore. No, that's no good. So this is good. It provides extra. Well, I don't really need zeal, but the reduced corruption faction-wide. Oh my god, that didn't do anything. Then again, we don't have a whole lot of corruption. It'll start really adding up once we've got a lot of settlements and more people with the economic administrator.
Move out.
For the
Let's see if they're willing to have peace.
I have little gain in wasting the day.
They
here.
are, but we
What
might
you say?
kill off their other army anyway. what to do. Still just want to reinvest all of this money into our settlements before training a new army. I know I do need to train a new army, just not yet. You know what? I think I'll we'll hold off on this right now. I'm feeling like I need to get my better troops sooner rather than later. And we don't have a whole lot of sanitation here. I mean, I know that we've got the exotic animals, but that's their -6, so maybe upgrade that first. It might need another thing in there as well to really lock down that sanitation. Look at that, that causes +8 squalor, right? But these things can only give a maximum of +7 sanitation. So, unless you build 2 sanitation buildings, there's no... You wouldn't ever want it at level 4. I mean, unless you're happy with Plague. Which, as we can see, it's... Okay, Fangoria, it went away. Right, moving on. Yeah, there it is. Cool. And so they went out of force march. Sabotage him again. It's just good for weakening him.
Succeeding is what I do best.
Ready for orders.
He can still get to Olbia, so we need to defeat him. And even with him in a damaged state, well, then we're in a damaged state as well. Still not great odds. Although we do have to... We've got a river crossing fight here. I don't think it's going to be that much of a problem, because usually in Rome 2 there's 2 river crossings. Looks like here and here. Or even if there's only one. Let's just see. So we've got here and here. So they're setting up over here. They'll probably cross. And you guys just stay out of it again. While they're crossing over here, be best opportunity to shoot them. Oh, they could have crossed over here as well. It's all good. Whichever way they want to come over and die, it's up to them. It's funny, I'm the one attacking, but they're going to come at me. Probably a good idea. We start shooting at these hurlers before their reinforcements get here. Should be using heavy shot. Because they're all in tight formation. Good opportunity to just do more damage. Get over here, shoot this. So they're going to cross over by the bridge, but that's fine. Instead, to rapid reload because there's no cavalry. I don't think they're not going to be able to catch us. And of course, now we're tired. That's okay. So this would have been about, it seemed like about half of their army. Alright, I think just go back to standard shot. We've also just reached an hour and a half, so we're going to start wrapping things up. Okay, we've got the enemy general coming in, but even if we're exhausted, we should be able to outrun him.
The enemy general is dead.
Okay, I think we can speed things up here. I probably don't need to waste ammunition on them. I could have just charged into them. Maybe that was a bit of a waste. So what are they doing? They're trying to get back across. Hey, that's fine. I'm happy to shoot them in the back.
Units.
Shit, they managed to catch us if we're too tired. They're too dead to catch us.
The battle is turning in our favor.
Of course it is. No one can stand up to the horse archer spam like this. Well, not at this stage of the game, obviously. This is not going to do well against spam of Herculani Signoras. But we'll worry about that when we get to it.
One of our units has used all its ammunition. One of our units has used all its ammunition. One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Alright, let's start organising. Those of them who have run out of ammunition, just get out of the group.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Okay, so they've received the army loss penalty. If we just go charging in over there, they should break.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Right, we're out of ammo. But like I said, if they're... I may have been wrong.
Our hidden units have been discovered.
Get back, get back, get back. I was wrong. Get these guys over here. I thought they were ready to shatter, but I was wrong. Thought they'd received the army loss penalty. Anyway, these guys will go around the back here, hit them in the rear. Not you though, because I want you to die. Like a level 9 king, and he's not immortal, so we got to be careful with him. And he's by no means old. We can get another bloody 200 or 300 turns out of that guy if we want to. I should have gone one thing out. Anyway, that's all good. They got smashed on that. So, sucks for their offensive. They just lost their entire army. 2 full stacks. And they're at war with a lot of other people. They gave up on those fronts to come and fight us. Is that guy immortal? Because he didn't die.
For the tribe!
I wonder if my faction leader is immortal as well. I kind of don't want to risk it, you know. Reduced upkeep costs, and extra replenishment, or extra weapon damage inflicted by all missile units, which would be about an extra 2. I definitely do want to do that, but I need to reduce those upkeep costs.
Warriors all! Sword and shield to my people.
Good. That all worked out well there. And since we're past an hour and a half, it's a good opportunity to end the episode. So the situation is so much better than it was at the beginning of the previous episode. I mean, we're on the offense, we're not on the defense. Economy is good. I mean, I've only got 1 army. I'd hire more armies. I just don't need them, you know? It's allowing us to keep reinvesting it, and that way when we do need the armies, putting in the infrastructure there will allow us to hire either better units or more of them. Anyway, that's the end of this episode, so like and subscribe. Part 4 is next, and don't forget to visit me on Facebook. See you next time, fuckers.